Good afternoon, I'm Rick Dancer. We are coming to you live, and we are at the Little Heart in Eugene. This is where everything happens. It's Food for Lane County. And everybody knows that agency. If you don't, I don't know where you've been, but this is where your food donations go to help people in our community who might have to do without if we don't. And there's a lot of, I was talking this morning because I was talking to someone with Springfield schools the other day, and there's 70% of the kids over there are on reduced lunch program. And there's schools in Eugene like that. There's a lot of people in our community who do go hungry. And if it wasn't for agencies like this and events that we're going to talk about that realtors in our area are doing this Saturday, those people would go without. So here's Katie Hallert with the Team Hallert. And she is a sponsor of the show. She's our realtor of choice. And you kind of help spearhead this because you're the grand poobah of the realtors in the area for the year.
No, I'm not that. I'm currently the president of the Springfield Board of Realtors, and so I'm co-chair with Mike Gottlieb from Cottage Grove Realtors. Him and I are helping put this together this year with the help of the Eugene Association of Realtors and then also the Florence Association as well. So it's a group effort.
So this is Cottage Grove, this is Springfield, it's Eugene, it's Florence.
Crestwell, Junction City, I mean it's everywhere in our area. We're this coming Saturday, June 17th, we're going to be at all the Bi-marts between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We're going to be asking people for donations, food donations, that sort of thing, and just sort of getting the message out there that the need is there and we want to help.
So Molly, come here. Come here, Molly. This is Molly. She's a member of Team Hallert.
I am.
So are you a new member?
I am a new member.
So
yes.
You already do this. You kind of because
yes.
you do this on your own. What's your little personal goal here?
My personal goal this year was 1,000 pounds of food for Lane County. I used to do a client donation, and they could choose their charity. So I have donated here before, and I see that there's a need. So
it's pretty important to you.
It is, yes.
So that's why she's on Team Hallert.
Yeah.
That's why she. So we also have Brad Bassey.
Hello.
And you're with Food for Lane County.
That's right, yeah.
So take us on a little tour, because Brad's going to show you, sometimes people have questions on what you're supposed to bring and what kind of foods are best, because you want to buy things that you're going to eat. I remember in the old days, people would just go through their closet and clean out and give stuff that they didn't eat anyway. Well, cranberry sauce, probably nobody else is going to eat that either.
We like to take what people feel inspired to give, but let's take a look at the warehouse and we'll show you what we get from some other food drives.
Okay, Katie, come on, you guys. Molly, let's go. We're going to go back here, you guys. So we're going to head back into the warehouse where all the food is. I'm going to turn you guys around a second. So this is where it all happens. So we just had the post drive, food drive, right?
Yeah, we just had our letter carriers food drive, and that food, which was close to 100,000 pounds donated by the community.
Seriously?
Yeah, it comes in, we get it into these big totes, and it's here unsorted, and we have volunteers that sort through this pretty much every day until the job's done. It typically takes about 2 months for them to go through it all.
Seriously?
And they sort it into smaller boxes that are able to be picked up and moved around.
So show us what some of the stuff that you get that you really like getting, that are good things for people to bring in.
So we love getting canned goods. They're durable. Regular old pork and beans is kind of a joke, but it's something that's easy and
a lot of protein.
We love it. Yeah, it's people make fun of it sometimes, but it's pretty universally liked. There's protein in there.
So you got chili here.
Chili with beans is good. Tuna fish is fantastic.
Oh gosh,
great
macaroni
protein.
And cheese.
Mac and cheese is, we've got about 50 people working here, and if you asked half of them if it was good, they'd say yes. If you asked the other half if it was good, they'd say no. Not the most nutritionally fantastic food, but it's easy to prepare. Kids can make it when they're home on summer break. So it's one of those, we don't want to tell you where to fall on the macaroni and cheese scale.
Right.
It's durable and it holds up, so it's...
But think about nutrition.
Yeah.
So here's the one you showed me, this bag of cereal.
Bag of cereal. Cereal's great. Again, it's a food that kids like, but you can see that this food all goes into big bins. We handle everything with respect and care, but this stuff just in a food drive situation, it's going to get banged up, it's going to get beat up. If the bag rips, then we can't use it, and we've got a mess on our hands. So we like it when people donate, durable goods. Protein's really hard to come by.
Is box cereals good?
Box cereals,
Because that's going to hold
step up. Yeah.
Yeah. So see, because that's going to get crushed, and this is not. And it's not being picky. It's just saying, you give people what is nutritionally of value, so that they're getting something that's really good for them.
Yeah. If you're going to go through the effort of making a donation, we want to make sure that we can get it to people and have them use it and enjoy it. So it's not being picky at all. There's a place for all this stuff. Canned beans are great. Again, high protein. Protein's the hardest thing for the food bank to get. We get some fresh food, fresh meat from grocery stores that we freeze and get to folks, but non-perishables are an important part of what we do.
That's what Brett, we were talking about this before we came on, and because I think people are now more into we want healthy foods, but you really already have people that do that already. For a food drive, you really want stuff you can stock the shelves with that's going to be staying around for a while.
That's right. It's got to be non-perishable with the food drive. We're in all the grocery stores every day getting leftover produce, getting meats, getting perishables, and that's great healthy food. We have to move it in a day or two tops. Food drives are the time to fill in the gaps.
Well, you were saying something else that I never thought about, is what if somebody what if you send along a perishable food item, it gets thrown into this stack, and then it rots. And because you don't see it, you're not sorting through, so you didn't see it real quickly, and so then you've lost that food. So it really is important that it's non-perishable.
That's right. In a food drive, always non-perishable. A bag of apples in here is going to be a mess for us to deal with, and then you've essentially thrown it away. So we don't want that.
Do you think people don't take food drives? Some people maybe not serious enough. That's that. Yeah, but it really 100,000 pounds of food matters.
Oh, it matters. It matters a lot. In the community, there's about 600 food drives that happen throughout the course of a year, and there's no other way that the food bank can source a variety of non-perishable food. Right? We get donations where we'll get 5,000 pounds of oatmeal from local producers, and that is fantastic, but we can't run the food bank with just bulk donations of oatmeal.
Right.
So the food drives give us a wide variety of non-perishable food that lets us fill in the gaps. Lets us give people things to make meals with. So spaghetti sauce, soups, that's all stuff that people can use to balance out what they're getting in their emergency food box.
All right, show us where this stuff comes in. I've already been on the tour, the really quick tour. So
we're going to head down to the other end of the building.
So come here, you guys. Here we go. Doesn't this remind you kind of school? So here we are in our little single file line, walking through. Oh, you guys, and if you see beer boxes here, that's because Ninkasi donates boxes. There's not beer in them. They stock other stuff in it, so don't write in, don't call me. It is not beer. It is food. And no, I've done these videos before, and it's like, then people call in and go, how come they're giving them beer? And it's like, it's not beer. It's a box. Okay, so you guys.
Cool, and kids in the summertime and their food, like they're, for the kids who need food in the summer.
Yeah.
You have a great program for that, right?
I miss summer food program. The summer food program.
We're gonna go look at the summer food program in a couple of minutes.
We'll
take it from top to bottom on that one.
So so what are we looking at here?
We're in the west end of our warehouse right now, and we are looking at people going through some fresh product that comes from grocery stores.
Okay.
And this actually came from Groundworks Organics. It's a farm out in Junction City off of River Road. And they donate literally hundreds of pounds of produce to us at a time. And we make sure that staff and volunteers go through it so we're not getting people bad food. Most of what they give us is good. We want to make sure we're getting people good quality stuff and treating our end users with respect and not giving them stuff that should be going to compost.
So why is fresh so important for people?
It's a nutrition issue. If you went back 10 or 15 years ago, food banks gave people all canned goods. I was just talking about the important role those things play. But again, it's all about trying to get people a balance of food. There's leftover food available in the community, and increasingly we see it as our job to capture that variety that's out there to get people a healthy balance.
So how helpful, I mean, you have a lot of partners in this, grocery stores, and how helpful are people at doing that kind of thing?
Oh, it's incredible. We live in a really generous community, and we have great relationships with a lot of the food industries in the community. And if we didn't live in such a generous place, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. We serve over 90,000 discrete individuals over the course of a year.
Seriously?
That's a number that I still can't wrap my head around it. It's a large percent of the county at some point
90,000
utilizes our
people?
services.
That's amazing. I had no idea it was that high.
It is incredible. A lot of folks just use our emergency food boxes once a year, and they're done. And that's about a 5 or 6 day supply of food. So we're not the primary source of food for anyone. It's just supplementing resources that they have.
But you guys, another thing you guys do, because I did a video for the food bank out in Junction City, local share, and you guys provide food for them as well. You supplement other food box agencies.
That's right. So the vast majority of the food that we bring in is distributed through our partner agencies. We have 120 partners. Some of those distribute food every day of the week, and some may distribute food just once a month, depending on the size of the partner agency.
Okay.
Just for example, St. Vincent de Paul, their programs are here every day getting food, and they're distributing food from us to the community every day. We can't focus on direct distribution because we're so busy getting the food, so we rely on our partners to distribute it.
So what the realtors in Lane County are doing this Saturday is super important.
Oh yeah, it's phenomenal. The Realtors do the Bi-mart food drive. They've done it for well over 10 years. My records go back 10 years, but when I show that to people that have been here for a long time, they say, oh, we should have kept better records back in the day because they've been doing this forever. Bi-mart's been a great partner. They let them set up shop in front of the store. And
do you know how much? I don't mean to put you on the spot.
No.
How much do they bring in? Do you know? Realtors?
They bring in between 5,000 and 8,000 pounds of food with the Bi-mart drive every year.
Wow.
And that's like 8 of those big boxes of food that we were looking at before. So It's a lot of food.
And that was pre-Molly. And that was pre-Molly, and Molly just came in. Sorry, that's a forklift, but we're in a working operation, so don't write in that the sound's bad. That was before Molly came. That was BM. Before Molly. Well, okay. But so you should be even better this year.
It's got to be better.
There's nothing like a little pressure.
Okay, so I have a question, Brad. You have like a dozen people working here today. How many of these people are volunteers versus actually paid workers?
Right now, we've got 3 paid staff that may be in the shot somewhere. We've got 3 people from partner agencies picking food up, and I don't know if they're employed by the partner agency or if they're volunteering for the partner agency. But it takes, on any given day, we've got about half a dozen people in the warehouse, and I've got 8 drivers on the road, and they're out in the community sourcing that food and bringing it back here.
So who's our guy you want me to talk to? Can we talk to him?
On the forklift here right now.
Yeah.
He's a little hectic right now.
He looks like he's kind of busy.
Yeah, we're getting a lot of action here all at once.
So what is coming in here? Okay, hold on, let me switch it around. So what's coming in that truck?
So this truck will be unloading donations from grocery stores. He's one of 4 trucks that are out at grocery stores today. He should have a whole bunch of bread in the back.
Okay, here he comes. Watch this. Be careful. We could have an accident. This could be the biggest moment for our show. Forklift accident. God, this place is hopping. Okay, let's go over there.
There's always a lot going on. Hey, Steven.
Steven,
you're
live
here.
just so don't do anything bad. Yeah, we gotta warn you. Hey! So where's this from, Steven?
This is from Oral Wheat, all this bread, and this rest of the produce and dry goods is from Albertsons on 30th.
Okay, so Oral Wheat gave all that bread, and then this is Albertsons on 30th? On 30th that donates this. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it?
So cool.
Yeah, that's so cool that stores are doing that are that into it. Look at all that bread, so it's not going to waste, it's coming here and going to people.
Yeah, and again, it's product that for some cosmetic reason or maybe at the end of its life that the store can't have, or another shipment comes in, they need to rotate it out of their shelves.
Right.
And we give it a second life. Volunteers touch all of this again to make sure that there's not bad food getting to people. And then food that can't go to humans, it's about 4 to 6% of our total ends up going to compost or animal farmers.
Wow.
So very, very little ends up in the trash stream.
I love that.
That's amazing.
Okay, we got people over here unloading. Can we get them?
I'm not sure who they are, but we can talk to them.
So we're live. Is that okay? Who are you with?
Upriver Pantry up
Hold on. I'm going to switch you around.
okay.
So you're with whom?
Upriver Pantry at Culp Creek.
The Culp Creek?
Yeah, up above Cottage Grove.
So how often do you come in here for food?
We come twice a month.
And how many people do you service out there at Culp Creek?
Well, our average for this year has been about 70, but last month we served over 100 people. Yeah.
Would people be surprised at the need?
Pardon me?
Would people be surprised at the number of people who need food?
I don't know. They might be. I was surprised, when I did all my paperwork to feed 100 people was really good. It made me feel good.
Well, thanks for doing what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's awesome. Culp Creek. Okay, so we're just going to see a little Culp Creek moving here. There's that wind. Oh, look at this stuff. Is that Swiss chard?
Swiss and rainbow.
Wow. Apples going up. So, who are you?
I am Marshall, a warehouse assistant.
So, why is this so important, Marshall?
It's just great to be a.
Let me put you on this way. Come here. Can you come this way?
Yeah,
Well, I got some wind back there. But come here, Marshall.
Basically, what we're doing is we're getting. There's a lot of different partner agencies that we're giving food to get out to people in need, whether it be families at home or homeless on the streets. And it's great to be a part of this big team that we're.
I bet you feel good when you go home.
Oh, I do. It's a great feeling to go and just go to sleep at night knowing that I helped somebody today.
Well, thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
man.
thank
like
you.
your beer. That's
Thank
good
you.
Stuff, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Okay, let me see here. What do we got there? It's yeah. Oh, David Schmid. David Schmid, Realtor. Are you going to be involved in this, Mr. Schmid? Come over here. So, Katie, Molly, you can come in here and hop in the back. So, when you see this, what does that say to you?
When I see what?
When you see all this going on, all this.
Oh, it's mind blowing. It's amazing. This place is huge, and just the numbers that you're throwing out, that how many people get food and meals are being fed by this organization. It's mind blowing.
It makes it so you realize why you're doing what you're doing, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna flip this thing around. I don't know if you guys are seeing it that dark, but God, that's kind of crazy. You know what it is? I bet I freaked it out by going outside. What are you guys saying? Is it really dark? I can't tell. Okay, so let's go in here and look around. You were going to show us some other stuff, right?
Summer food.
Okay.
Yeah, to the other side. I actually came here with another group, and we were able to volunteer, help putting together like lunches and stuff for the summer program that you have for the kids in the parks and all that sort of stuff.
We're gonna go look at summer food.
That was fun. It was like a day of bagging carrots and apples and some other things. That was a big eye-opener in how many kids that you actually feed during the summer. Do you kind of have any numbers on that?
We're gonna make a left right here.
Oh, here we
These
go.
folks can answer any question you have about summer food if they're in here.
Okay, so this is where they are putting together the summer food.
Let me find the summer food coordinator.
Can people come out to volunteer?
Summer food actually has a set rotation of volunteers. So that program we have to make sure is covered well ahead of time.
Oh, you know what I think Lindsay means? I think Lindsay's talking about with the Lane County Realtors thing. Lindsay, is that what you're talking about?
Oh, with volunteering.
To volunteer
yeah,
for that?
if you're a realtor and you want to come help and volunteer, please contact me.
Lindsay, so if
We
you
have
are...
lots of stores that still need some help.
So Lindsay, I know you're not a realtor, but if realtors are out there, they're kind of they're all putting that together, and they'd really like some people out there to kind of help out with that. So yeah, if you're a realtor in the area, it'd be great to come out and do something with this. If it's a non-realtor,
Well, sure, you can come help. We need bodies. We need people, talking to folks about the organization and asking them for donations.
so Lindsay, which Bi-mart are you
I'm going to be
deputy?
at the one at Kenzie. Molly here is going to be at the one at 18 on West 18th and Chambers. But if those stores don't work for you, give me a call, 541-285-0040, and we can find a spot for you.
All right, so Lindsay, they'll put you to work. They'll get you doing something if you want to go out tomorrow or Saturday and do something like that. Okay, so they will put you to work. So Brad, this is like where you put everything together for schools, right?
Yeah.
or for the lunch program? Is the lunch program continues?
For the summer lunch program person, I don't have numbers on that for you.
So is that what happens in the summertime?
So with the summer food program, there's a lot of kids that rely on schools to provide their main
Right.
meal of the day. That goes away in the summertime, obviously. And we have a program that gets food out to a bunch of different parks all throughout the community.
Okay.
And summer lunch is provided there, and it's a no questions asked kind of thing. If you're a kid
Great.
under 18, you can show up and we'll get you a lunch. It's just a great way to make kids not feel stigmatized or different. They can go. Someone that needs the summer lunch can go with their millionaire friend and get lunch in the park, and it's a great program, and it's getting foods to kids that need it. And we hear some heartbreaking stories there. I try to stay positive and not do the sob story thing, but we saw a kid a couple years ago, and he came back and asked for a second helping, which if there's leftovers we can do. And we saw him putting a hamburger in his pocket, which is strange, and we kind of asked him what was going on. And he said he wanted to bring it home for his little sister who couldn't make it because she wasn't feeling good and she wasn't going to have a lunch otherwise. And just to hear a 5-year-old tell a story like that is pretty heartbreaking.
Right.
So Summer Food's a great program, and that happens from just about the last day of school to just about the first day of school.
Okay.
We have a person dedicated to coordinating it that's not me, so I don't want to misrepresent it.
Right, but so for those people and parents, there are programs in all the parks in the area. They can call Food for Lane County.
Yeah, you
to
can
find out
call
which
us
ones
or go onto our website, foodforlanecounty.org,
and find
and
out.
you can find the list of summer meal sites.
Okay,
But I think that there's 20 different meal sites.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
They're usually tied around an elementary school.
Yeah, they cover a wide range of locations.
Okay. All right, Brad, thanks for showing us around today.
Yeah, thanks for being
letting us
here.
come in here. Katie, I want to get one more hit with you.
Yes,
So Saturday at every Bi-mart in the area from Florence to Cottage Grove.
Yes, every single one. So Thurston, Mohawk, West 18th, Willackenzie, the one on Royal Street, Crestwell, Cottage Grove, Junction City, and I'm forgetting some, but they're out there, all of them.
So take your food there from 10 to 4 and be part of the solution, not part of the problem. So Brad, you come aboard to say something?
Oh, I'll come in. If you want to help out and you don't want to schlep a can of food around or deal with holding food, if you contribute cash, that's always appreciated. Every dollar raised, we can provide access to 3 meals with. Food for Lane County moves about 9 million pounds of food a year. And we buy less than 5% of that. We purchase a little bit just to fill in the gaps. So what your dollar does is it helps us source food that's being donated in the community, and we stretch a dollar way further than you guys can buying a can of food.
So you're
somewhere.
really best if for people to get on a program, in a once a month program, and be donating to you guys, because you can do more with that money than they can.
Well, we love monthly donors. That's not. I'm not trying to tell.
No, I'm
here
just
to
saying
support the Realtors.
that's a great thing to do.
Yeah,
though. That's a great thing to do. So
Yeah.
drop your food off this Saturday, any Bi-mart, and then if you really are concerned and it's something you think about, you might want to look into doing this on a regular basis in terms of cash check or just make it part of your tithe for your life. It's a great thing to do. So thanks to Katie Hallert and the Hallert team. Molly, welcome. And you guys, the best thing you could do for us is to take this and spread it around on your Facebook page. Just post it on your page at the least. And if you know somebody else who might want to be involved, if you know a realtor in town, please put this on their page. I will see you tomorrow. We're going to be at the fairgrounds. I talked some food trucks into coming out early, and we're going to go out and experience the food truck festival for the Mission, which is on Saturday. We're going to experience it early tomorrow, so we can kind of give you hits, runs, and errors on what's coming. So we're just feeding everybody. That's what we do. This is Get Real with Rick Dancer. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow at noon.